All right, so today we'll reacted to Lost Media Found in 2025, Volume 1. So this is a new series, probably. Shouts out.
Hey guys, Blame It on George here, and yep, I'm bringing back the quarterly volumes for the Lost Media Found series.
So this is a new
they help
season.
keep me on track, so I'm not procrastinating and rushing to finish an hour-long plus video at the end of the year. The series doesn't cover every single thing that was found, because that'd be insane.
Damn.
But I do try to cover topics that were completely found, with a few exceptions here and there, of course. Anyways, on to the video. The Suicide Sheik.
Wow. We starting off crazy. Okay.
Off to a great start. This was an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoon from 1929.
Low-key, I fuck with Oswald.
Oswald attempts
the
to
games. I didn't watch the show.
After his girlfriend rejects his marriage proposal. He has a large safe fall on him, shoots himself with a cannon, and finally ties a rope around his neck.
But it doesn't work because it's a cartoon.
Pushing it down a cliff. Suddenly, his girlfriend's house catches on fire, and the short ends with Oswald freeing himself to save her. The short entered the public domain on January 1st, 2025, and was housed at the State Archives Preservation Facility in Madison, Wisconsin.
That's actually crazy.
Before finding its way online. The Invincible Streaker, English dub. You heard that right.
I thought that was Invincible.
Also known as the Invincible Space Streaker, and even the Little Super Kids. This 1977 movie was initially released in Taiwan. The film blended tokusatsu and martial arts, two extremely popular genres of this era, and saw international distribution at some point in the late 1970s by IFD Films. This specific cut of the film, dubbed into English, had been lost for many years.
Why though?
A 2024 eBay listing that contained a poster for IFD's English cuts confirmed the involvement of this distributor. On January 2nd, a Betamax copy of the Indonesian English language release was ripped and provided to the Internet Archive by Budi Prestigio, Harley Thomas, and Red Comet. Singin, Dancin, Hi-Ho Pro Shop footage. This one is interesting. Singing, Dancing, Hi-Ho was a 1987 live show celebrating the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I do not remember this. Maybe when we get to like the modern, because I saw The Simpsons.
Of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, I never
The
saw
24-minute show was performed at Disneyland and later aired on the Disney Channel. It featured the dwarves and Snow White singing classic songs like Whistle While You Work and Hi-Ho, with appearances from The Witch and The Prince. For a long time, only home video recordings of the show were online, but on January 2nd, 2025, Aaron's archive uploaded the full version from his VHS collection. Astro Code. Astro Code is the game developed for the ZX Spectrum, a European 8-bit computer popular among hobbyists of the era.
Philips.
The puzzle game involved repairing damaged circuits, and was released sometime in 1984 by Finsbury Software.
That's old.
Details regarding the release are sparse, as only one magazine has been found to mention Astro Code at all. An Internet Archive user named Don Claulion had encountered the game when dumping various ZX Spectrum files online. Astro Code was preserved in full on the Internet Archive on January 5th. Rock Feud.
I think I heard of this before.
Is the classic game show created by Mark Godson and Bill Tadman back in 1976. It still airs to this day, hosted by Steve Harvey, with various spin-offs like Celebrity Family Feud. However, one of the earliest spin-offs was Rock Feud, and was meant to be an edgier version of the show.
Oh, so it's like emos? Is it emos in here?
Instead of families, two rock bands would compete against each other. Apparently the pilot was greenlit by VH1 before being cancelled at the very last minute.
That shit probably was ass. That's probably why.
Until a 2002 Google Groups post by former Quizbusters host Matt Ottinger brought attention to it. Furthermore, YouTube user Connor Higgins made a video on the history of Family Feud. And after that video's release, he was contacted by an unknown employee who informed him of the existence of Rock Feud. Finally, on December 9th, 2024, a short clip was uploaded to Wink Martindale's YouTube channel, a guy known for releasing a ton of rare and unseen content from game shows. Martindale made the full pilot available on January 10th. Star and the Forces of Evil.
Okay, I remember this. Everyone knows what this is. But what I was about to say though, yo, low key, see, it's pros and cons to the internet though, because like so like internet can actually be clutch with the old stuff that you don't remember, or they could just be assholes and just be like, "Hey, too bad, so sad," and then after that, just cuss you out at comments because they're assholes. But so, yeah.
Nickelodeon pitch.
Whoa, what? It was supposed to be on Nickelodeon? I'm gonna be real. I don't see it on Nickelodeon. I like probably because we watch it on Disney XD. I don't see Star versus the First Vivo on Nickelodeon. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a Nickelodeon type show.
Star versus the Forces of
Feel
Evil
like Disney.
was a Disney Channel show created by Darren Nefsey. The series follows the adventures of Star Butterfly and her friend Margot Diaz as they travel through dimensions to battle villains. In 2023, another test pilot for the show was leaked on the 4chan, showcasing several differences from the final show.
Oh.
Well, a seemingly earlier pilot was uploaded to the Internet Archive by user None of Your Business. Oh,
Business.
this pilot was initially pitched to Nickelodeon.
Oh, what the
And
fuck?
was more faithful to Nefsey's original comics. Portal. Portal was an early 2000s show.
Yeah, I'm happy that Disney took over. I'm not, like, as much as I hate Disney, they cooked with Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
That aired on G4, a video game oriented TV channel. In fact, it was one of G4's launch programs when the channel first premiered. The show focused on MMORPGs, or massive multiplayer online role-playing games, with episodes featuring news, skits, and discussions. After being cancelled in 2004, most of Portal was thought to be lost. But as of 2025, all 60 episodes have been recovered thanks to the YouTube channel Gav Hell. The Jaleel White special, Family Matters, is one of the most popular sitcoms of the 1990s, starring the Winslow family and their ever-loving neighbor Steve
I do know this.
Urkel was so popular that he quickly became the show's breakout character. In response, ABC produced an hour-long special called The Jaleel White Special, named after the actor who played Urkel. It aired on February 22nd, 1992, and centered on Jaleel White's character fantasizing about producing and starring in his own romance film. Also featured were musicians Little Richard and Vanessa Williams, as well as actress Tatiana Ali from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Very little remained of this lost special. Only a brief commercial and an advertisement were all that remained. Unexpectedly, on January 25th, a YouTube channel named Pause, Stop, Eject Videos uploaded a recording of the entire special. African Skies. African Skies was an adventure drama series that aired in the early 1990s.
Oh, so they used to like look at
the series follows the adventures of two teenagers, Rory and Jam, in post-apartheid Africa. The show ran for 2 seasons, totaling 52 episodes, before being quietly cancelled.
Damn.
Since then, most, if not all, the series was incredibly hard to come by. It wasn't until 2024 that the search to recover missing episodes began. A YouTuber named Free Lights Lost and Found purchased an eBay lot containing missing episodes and uploaded it to his channel.
Once again, how did they find these?
Sometime later, they actually came into contact with the actor who played Rory, who was able to provide the first 26 episodes via VHS tapes. The two were able to convince executive producer Cedar McLean to create an official YouTube channel for African Skies, and thus the entire series was uploaded online. Real Monsters.
I was about to say, why did stop?
Real Monsters is the lost pitch pilot.
I remember this. I used to always watch this show, bro.
It would eventually become
I love this show. When I was like 4 or 5.
Cartoon that aired in the mid-90s. The pilot featured early versions of the characters, including the Grumble, who was originally
They used to play this
the
one on Teen Nick.
For decades, only screenshots and a short promo clip were all that remained. Mysteriously, the lost pilot appeared on Reddit by a user who claimed to have simply, quote, stumbled upon it. While this upload was cropped and badly AI upscaled, the original quality pilot was later uploaded to the Internet Archive by Lost Media Wiki user Haley. Most Daring. Most Daring was a reality show that aired on Court TV/True TV from 2007 to 2010, featuring dramatic real.
Now, see, I would think this is fake, but back in the day, I don't know what was real and fake, so they probably didn't script that bitch, so like this probably was crazy.
Live footage of rescues, crashes, and intense stunts.
This is.
The show ran for 7 seasons, totaling 94 episodes.
No one died
on various networks until 2022. Over time, several episodes became lost. causing
Yeah,
a
I wonder
years-long search
why.
by various users to recover the series. Many YouTube channels contributed to the finding of episodes, such as Segundo Vargas, Carlo Iway, Vintage Videos, and Nini Zuka.
Wow.
A Lost Media Wiki user named USANATV 2007 also provided 2 missing episodes. The final missing episodes were finally found by YouTube user Noah's Archive of Commercials and TV Shows, marking the entire series as found. The Tonight Show with Jay Leno Unplugged. With over 4,000 episodes, it's no surprise that The Tonight Show with Jay Leno would run into some controversy. However, the Unplugged episode
Bernie Mac, bro. Rest in peace.
became so infamous that it was lost for decades. It was filmed during a time in the early 2000s when California was experiencing a rolling blackout problem, causing
Blackout.
issues with light, air conditioning, etc.
Oh.
In response, Leno decided to film their latest episode during a blackout, with lit candles and flashlights being the only sources of light.
Okay.
During the episode, a magic trick was performed featuring Arsenio Hall cutting a woman in half.
Yo,
However,
I low-key want to know who started that shit. Like, who started that cut in half illusion in, like, I genuinely want to know.
midway, the woman started screaming as if she was in actual pain, and the episode abruptly cut to commercial. After its airing, it became lost, with only scattered mentions and discussions online. The full episode was finally uploaded to General Altro's YouTube channel, sourced from the Oakley Tapes Patreon account. The Cigarette and the Weed.
The cigarette
In
and the
1981, animator Ralph Bakshi produced an animated short film titled The Cigarette and the Weed, intended to be shown in theaters before the main movie. The plot follows a weed growing on a street corner, and a discarded cigarette that
Oh, I
rolls
thought it was going to be
nearby.
like weed and
The two
cigarette.
converse, before the cigarette ends up in a puddle and is extinguished. The short was shown here and there at multiple film festivals,
Wow.
but ultimately, it'd be Bakshi himself who'd find the movie by uploading the entire short onto his Twitter account. Zoptions, focusing on your future. Zoptions, focusing on your future,
I don't
is
remember
a short
this.
educational film from Canada, produced in
That's probably why I don't
1989
remember
to show
this.
children potential career paths and to emphasize the importance of education. It was shown in schools nationwide and tied into a broader curriculum. The film featured kids playing an arcade machine that introduced them to various future jobs, promoting entrepreneurship
Low key, I don't know how I feel about an eyeball looking into my soul and be like, yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? Just trying to play my game, bro.
and lifelong learning. While the film was distributed on VHS in both English and French, copies became difficult to find, with inconsistent runtimes and only a few confirmed listings. The film was ultimately found in 2015 when Lost Media Wiki user Oyin acquired both versions from the Library and Archives Canada. After paying digitization fees, he made the films available on his YouTube channel. The Andrew Show. Alright guys, this is it. Probably
really?
the weirdest find of the year. The goddamn Andrew Show.
What is this about?
This was an amateur talk show hosted by a 10-year-old boy in Arkansas, focused on right-wing politics and white supremacist beliefs.
Oh.
The show ran from 2009 to 2011 and was allegedly ran by Andrew's parents, who were apparently members of the KKK. Obviously, the show was super controversial and was eventually deleted from YouTube in 2014.
But you see, like, it's always like racism is never. It's just taught, bro. It's just taught. That's. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be like in an argument or a controversial type thing. But that's fucking weird.
Only 4 episodes were known to have survived, marking the rest as lost media.
Wow.
Well, that is until Lost Media Wiki user Del Corresel uploaded the entirety of the Andrew Show on the Internet Archive.
Why? What do you need that
According
for?
to the wiki, he downloaded the series for posterity.
Okay, for one, why is there a black? I feel like this was definitely a white dude that fucking posted this. That. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
The Golden Bat is Here. The Golden Bat is Here is a 1972 Japanese comedy film based on the Golden Bat franchise, produced by Toho Studios. The film was incredibly mysterious,
Was it good?
and the few plot summaries of it that existed online disagreed on some details. It was known that it focused on the decline of the kamishibai industry, also known as paper theater. The only surviving footage of the film came from a brief VHS snippet surfacing in 2024. All that changed when Lost Media Wiki user Maxwell Breeze posted the full film on Google Drive. According to Breeze, he apparently obtained the film through several contracts, with the file originating from a Japanese torrent site. However, the exact torrent site is unknown.
Yo, you wanna know
Big
something
Brother.
crazy though? Like, I don't know why this is fucking weird, but yo, I don't know why, but the 1990s and the 1980s with the shows and stuff, I don't know why it feels more serious than it is now. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still some serious ass movies that we got, but like, I don't know, the aesthetic just feels more intimidating and more serious when they act. I don't know. Is that just me, or yeah, it's just like I guess the like the VHS aesthetic and stuff, it just makes it more serious.
Big Brother was a canceled PC game developed by Media X in the late 1990s.
Why was it canceled?
Intended as a sequel to George Orwell's novel 1984.
Oh.
The plot followed Eric Blair on a mission to rescue his fiancée from the thought police. The game featured 12 levels, first-person gameplay, and even advanced facial animations.
Is it scary?
It was originally planned for a 1998 release and was shown off at E3, but unfortunately, the game never came out. By late 1999, development of the game would cease, and Media X would lose the rights to the Big Brother title. For years, very little was known about the game, with only scattered details being available in old magazines and even financial reports.
Then you should have
Over
remastered
20
and
years
posted
later,
it. What?
Lost Media Wiki users
Oh, I got scared. I thought that was
64s
someone
and
else.
Ziggy attempted to contact Media X founder Matt McLaurin, but he never responded. Thankfully, in March of this year, a user named Shed Troll uploaded a build of Big Brother onto the Internet Archive. The build was labeled as a demo, but contained additional levels in the files. The Pom Pom EP. The Pom Pom EP is a deleted EP released by the indie rock band Dreamwife in 2014.
Oh, why did they
It featured 4
The
tracks
trash?
and was originally available on Bandcamp, but in 2015 it was retitled as the Pom Pom Demos and then removed from the internet. The EP has never been officially re-released, and its existence remained obscure, with only a handful of anonymous listeners listed on Last.fm. The album remained obscure until March of this year, when the YouTube channel At Risk Media Archive managed to find and upload the EP online.
Was it trash?
Drawn Together Pilot. Meant to parody the real world,
If y'all know, y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. This shit was crazy.
Drawn Together is an animated adult sitcom
You should not be watching as a kid, and I was one of them. Then I remember it was on YouTube. I just watched it. If you know, you know.
meant to be the first animated reality TV series. The show aired from 2004 to 2007 on Comedy Central and featured caricatures of cartoon characters. Sometime prior, however, showrunners Dave Jesser and Matt Silverstein made a brief pilot presentation to introduce the show to Comedy Central. Not much was known about this pilot.
Yeah, this shit was
as
crazy.
The only information about it came from a Vice article, describing it as being 4 minutes long. Since Drawn Together's airing, the pilot was shelved and has not appeared on any official release. A clip did appear in a behind-the-scenes documentary for the Drawn Together movie, but it's very brief and there's no audio. It wasn't until Silverstein himself posted the pilot to his YouTube channel on March 17th that it would become widely available. Family Guy pilot.
Oh. Family Guy.
Well, this was unexpected. Family Guy is an adult comedy show created by Seth MacFarlane. The show premiered in 1999 with the episode Death Has a Shadow. However, 1 year prior, MacFarlane produced a pilot to pitch the show to Fox. He reportedly spent 6 months animating it himself out of his house. For years, only the first 7 minutes of the pilot were available via the show's Volume 2 DVD, released back in 2003. It followed the same basic plot as the first episode, but with slightly different character designs. Unfortunately, the DVD cuts to a coming soon bumper before the episode could finish, leaving the rest of the pilot lost. while bits and pieces of the full pilot would
Damn.
pop up online here and there.
Low key, Lotus looks way better with the ginger. I don't even like ginger people.
On March 20th, 2025,
No offense to ginger people. You're ginger.
Lost Media Wiki user Ghost Dead Girl found out that it had been uploaded onto animator Robert Paulson's personal website. Funny enough, it had been there since late 2022.
Is that supposed to be quiet,
hiding completely in plain sight. DXP.
So,
In the summer of 2017,
this is
Disney
the
XD
DXD?
hosted a
Yep.
short-lived block called DXP
Game. What's this game?
that aired every night from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. The block featured content such as gaming tournaments for Smash Bros. And Street Fighter, as well as shows by Vice, Attack Media, and IGN. Unfortunately, the program ceased airing in November that same year, causing much of it to go missing. Over the years, various members of the LMW uploaded and found clips of
Toast. I forgot the game. It was like how's your bread or how toast whatever. That game was fire.
DXP, rendering most of it found. All that was missing was a show called Polaris Primetime. Thankfully, in February of this year, user Tom Shire began uploading
Goat
episodes
Simulator.
of the show, marking it and DXP found by March.
I really didn't watch DXP as a kid. I was more I was somewhat a Disney kid, but mostly it was on Cartoon Network and Boom, Nickelodeon, Teen Nicktoons, and some other place, but I think they got shut down, so that's why they stopped uploading it. I forgot what it was called, but it was something.
March 2025. The all-new Jeopardy pilots.
Jeopardy.
The all-new Jeopardy was a revival / follow-up.
I wasn't really a big fan of Jeopardy. I don't know. Even as like playing as a kid and then, like, you know, you're in your school, I wasn't really a big fan.
To NBC's hit game show Jeopardy.
I guess I don't like
An
guessing.
unsold pilot for the show was taped on March 6, 1977, and was pitched to CBS. The pilot featured early versions of the show's format, including a minigame where contestants would rummage around the board to gather money, and a unique bingo-style final round. Only one screenshot from the pilot circulated the internet for years, with the full episode believed to have been locked away in the UCLA archives. The way this piece of lost media was found is rather interesting. It was posted on Facebook by user Adam Nedef, who uploaded the pilot as a thank you gift for those who donated to his friend's cancer treatment.
Wait, what? Whoa, what?
To his friend, user Adam Nedef, who uploaded the pilot as a thank you gift for those who donated to his friend's cancer treatment.
Oh. Well, that was the lost media found in 2025, value 1. Definitely check out this creator. We watch him like a lot of times, and he always makes fire videos. And like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Also, sooner or later this month, or in May, hopefully, I am gonna live stream FNAF 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I gotta beat 1, and then I gotta beat 2, and then I gotta beat 3 and 4. But still, I gotta beat FNAF 1 in the live stream, and like I'm gonna do like several live streams. So yeah, but stay tuned. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, definitely share this with your friends, and yeah. Also, I had prom. Yeah, I had prom yesterday. Pretty fun. Peace out though.